Welcome to a brand new video. Imagine starting in frame. Sick. So, I'm just doing last minute laundry, or pickup at least I should say. That's why we go to the gym, right? To pick up all the fucking clothes at once. So, we got the pancakes getting ready right now. And by getting ready, I mean I usually let them sit because Andy taught me that little hack of letting the gluten rise, but we got bench today. I am so excited because I don't know the numbers. I'll know the numbers in the next clip, but I'm super excited. So we're on 8 o'clock now. Actually, I'll tell you exactly. 8:13 to be exact. So woke up on the earlier side of everything. I think I fell asleep at like 9 or 10, which is a little earlier than usual, but super successful day. I'm in the same outfit that we have. Like literally the board is still right here. So a lot of things going into play, a lot of good stuff, but we got to start with breakfast. So let's go eat. We're gonna eat this. I actually have to jump on a phone call right now. So 9:30. I'm gonna watch a few videos. I'm gonna square off Greg's programming. So I did a little 2-for-1 for Greg because back when, I forget when Gabe's birthday was just Greg's younger brother, but Greg was like, I want to start up on X date, which was just for the new year and stuff like that as we've been working. And I was like, well, I want to get Gabe on something too as like an early birthday present type of thing. And like he's been getting into the gym because Greg's leading by example. So like win-win-win across all the board. Across the entire board, I'm sorry. And as a thank you for Greg for like starting up with me and believing in me in the earlier parts of like the career change and stuff like that, and it being Gabe's birthday, I was like, let me just be a good friend. And for the price of Greg starting back up with me, I ended up offering Gabe a free program. And Gabe's kind of like freelancing. He's younger, so like everything is just progress in the gym. So like we were all there at one point in time. So gonna finish this, square off the program, get on a phone call, and then we'll pick up in the gym. All right, so I got my pre. We're warming up on Pack Deck over here. It's really dead. It was like really weird. They're doing like there's a shit ton of traffic on the highway getting here, and then even like the entrance because they have like the apartments here too. So we just did the cable press over there, and now we're probably gonna do 3 or 2 sets of like 20 on cable fly. Then we're gonna move over to bench, and I gotta figure out the numbers for today, but probably won't pick it up till after bench because I'm gonna zone in. Even right now I have a good chest connection, one with my shoulders, and let's get moving. Greg. That fucking blue ass car. So I don't know where I parked. We finished up. Pretty good session. I was like, that would have been done like way faster, but they're like building the stage in it's definitely not a posing room, but I've literally like staged the area as in like, it's my posing, like with lighting and this and that. Like I know all the lights, I know the position, I know where the tripod goes. So perks of being a creator, you can like manipulate that shit, but I'm excited. So yeah, I had to wait in there for a hot second to get like that posing. I wanted to see what it's like with the 135, so let's get home. I'm having this weird debate of like S3 and R4. Do I need both? Should I keep both? It's like the 12 megapixel, but then like that gets like the bio something chip in this on the low light is like immaculate. So it's like, and the R4 by the time I scale it and do this and do that and just like yielding another camera. So let's go home, let's eat and let's chat. I just ate. I don't think I'm gonna shower just yet. I want to play with the cameras. I got the R4 out right here with the 135. That board, I'm still trying to find a place to put the boards up from, because I want to put it there, but I think I measured it and like only 2 can go there out of the 3 that I have. And then like there's this massive one here. Shout out to Andy, he got me those, but I'm still trying to play with the idea of that, but that's content for another video. But yeah, what I want to probably sit down and talk about is I don't know if I should keep both cameras. I don't know. Like I love. It started with that. Actually, it started with the 8-7 III, then it evolved to that, and then when the S3 came out, we went nuts because like that's where we were heading. Back with a different friend group that I was hanging out with at the time, but in terms of like what I wanted to do, it was more geared towards like video and stuff like that. And like we were printing, we were using these 61 megapixels for canvassing and website work and stuff like that. But then like I'm looking up, like, is the 12 megapixel really enough? Is it not enough? Like when you scale it, you know, and then you hear things like, well, if you shoot it perfect, you know, perfect out of the camera, meaning like you can't crop in on the S3, you hear stuff like, as long as you don't crop in, you won't lose resolution. From an Instagram standpoint, even a fucking iPhone picture will do it. So I'm not really scaling to that perspective, but I'm talking in terms of like website work, design work that I do down the future. Obviously you've seen some of the canvas stuff, some of the gym work I've done. So like stuff like that is like, that's what I scale it for. And again, it's not to say like even if I get rid of that, I can't buy something in the future, because if I had the chance to do it again and what's out now was out then, I would have probably got the A1, because it's like 40 to 50 megapixels with still 4K 60 and stuff like that. But I do love the flip out, and the R4 was the next biggest thing besides the 3. So when the 3 was like 20 megapixels, and don't get me wrong, that did its thing, but the whole like me seeing myself while I'm recording is like, it's a game changer, because like I've never had to look at another flip screen again. And now everything's flip screen now, so it's like, but this was the first of its kind. That's kind of why I ran with it. But I don't know if for the dollar I'm gonna get anything better. But the plus to me using the S3 is the high quality glass that I do use. So with the 135 and then the 24 and then the 2470, and we've shot on the 70-200 before. We've used the 1635. I've never had a problem, because I mean, like, good glass, obviously, minus the body. I'd rather have good glass than a better body. So in that realm of like things, you know, could it probably free up some cash? I wouldn't sell any of the lenses. I sold a couple in the past and I regretted it. I always want to like keep my lenses now. Could it free up some cash to build me a PC? Could I get another lens? You know, I've been eyeing the 12-24 for the longest time, because the crop on this with active stabilization kind of punches in just too much. It becomes like a 26, 28, 30 by the time I'm like fully locked out. And when I need the active stabilization is when I'm actually out there, like full lockout in terms of like this and that. Because like when I'm behind the camera and like shooting a subject or another item or whatever, the level of perception and like how I'm able to scale things, I can move my body, but like I can't move my arm further from my body when it comes to a POV vlog. So kind of playing with that idea, and it would definitely free up the bag and stuff like that, because the way life is going now, it's like a lot of it is like travel, pick up and go. So like within the bag, both cameras fit. But now it's like even downscaling from my regular green Ambassador raw bag to even the Nike duffel that Dan and the team ended up getting me. Downscaling there, like I have to square everything like perfectly for it to fit in there, and it does. And I do still use the R4, whether it be for product shots or stuff like that. But then I'm also thinking, like, I have like friends who have gear that like they're better at using. I mean, I don't know if anybody has better gear than me, but I'm not the best shooter. I don't know if anybody has a better platform than like a 135 and the R4, even 24. But it's never gear that makes a person anyway. Even with Will, Andy, and Greg, they've done some phenomenal work in the past, and then even Mikey with Nikon. So it's never the gear, but my overrated ass has to just do everything like, that way. Like I know I could just keep getting better. I don't know. My terminology is just like I want the best. So let me know. Let me know, my camera peeps. Either like DM me. We don't really do comments, but I feel like because just everybody's afraid to talk nowadays. But DM me. You guys are always DMing me, so DM me. Talk to me. The Instagram and all that stuff is always in the bio. I hope you enjoyed this video, kind of like walking inside my world and stuff like that. So super excited. So for the 90-day, going back to the voiceover, the whole 90-day progress in terms of like uppers and lowers and stuff like that, it's going to be a little more spread out throughout X amount of time. I didn't want to label how many videos I'm doing within the 90 days and stuff like that, but just having fun with it. Just if I feel like there's something I want to talk about or something to elaborate on, or a lot of you guys even DM me ideas like, hey, like whether it be a reel or this or that, like, hey, do that. And I do listen to that. Like even Vishal like sent me a couple of reels and stuff like that like they sound very much like me. Not on like an algorithmic level, if that's even a word, but in terms of like, yo, this fits you, in terms of like, because even that whole like Thomas Shelby like personality that we fuck around with, it's very much the character that I've chose to harness as time went on, for lack of better terms. But just like a very like not a lone wolf, because we have a pack of people, but just very like down your throat type of personality in terms of like just label things as they are and not walking around the block. So thank you guys for the support. Be sure to smash the like button. It helps the channel algorithm. Subscribe and share if you want to, whether there's something, like a clip from it or stuff like that. I like to pull a lot of the stuff from this and recycle it kind of onto the reels and stuff like that, because I don't want to make a double effort. And the way at which I iterate the actual reel and stuff like that, yes, it's content and clip from the raw lifestyle, but then like tapping into cinematics and cuts and shit like that and transitions, it's a little more, the concept of it, the story behind it's a little different. So same clips, different story, 2 for 1, kind of like little tips that I've learned from creators along the way. So we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.